There are records that show that a person became a citizen. Most of these records don't show more than the person's name and the country they came from, but some have more. There are other types of records dealing with naturalization. This video will expand on what was shown in Part 1. For the previous video I did Declaration of Intention. I want to show there are other naturalization records, so I just want to give you an idea of other things that you might be looking for, that you might find. I did Los Angeles, California, online in the catalog. Let's do a search. Come down here to naturalization. I'm going to do this one here. The very first one is an index. And if you think somebody came through Los Angeles, this would be a great index to look at. It just says Naturalization Index. Alright, and this is the first name, this is the last name. The one with caps is last name, and then these are the first names over here. It tells which country they came from and when they came. It tells you the volume and the page. Now, I'm not sure. I've tried to figure that out, and I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I'll figure it out. If we go back, this whole thing is just an index. If you go through here, it's very long. It's 1,144 images, and it just tells the name, same thing, where their last name, first name, where they came from, the date that they came, the volume, and the page. Now, if we go back here, I thought we could find it, and when I tried to match those volumes, it didn't match, and some of them weren't even there. Like there was a volume 44. Well, I couldn't find volume 44. This one says Certificates of Citizenship, so let's look at that one. Some of these have indexes. This one does not. So this says the 17th District Court of County of Los Angeles, Luisi, I'm not sure how to say his name. And this is the record showing that he became a citizen of the United States. And it tells that he came from the Kingdom of Italy, so he's from Italy. And this gives the date. It was in 1876. Both of these pages are for him. And it says here, and he is hereby admitted and declared to be a citizen of the United States of America. Now, there's 894 pages or images here. So let's go to the next one. So on this one, whoever it is, their name is here, and it's both pages, and it tells you that they came from Italy, and then he became a citizen, and so that's what you would look for. Now, whether this is in alphabetical order, I don't think so. So that's a lot of pages to look through. It's not indexed, but it is a record to look at if you know the time frame. So let's go back. Let's look at another one. That was the Certificates of Citizenship. Let's see what this one has. Now see, this one has an index. So it's alphabetical, so the A's are here, and then you go to the next page, and it was still A's. Okay, I haven't looked at all of these. Now we've got the B's. This tells you the page. So this is Brockwell George, page 25. Well, if you look down here, you can see this is the end of the indexes. So let's see if we can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, somewhere around in here. Well, 32, not quite. Page 25, and there he is, George Brockwell. So when they have an index at the beginning and then it has pages there, that is wonderful. So let's see here. This is Supreme Court of the County of Los Angeles. He to be admitted a citizen of the United States. Okay. And here is the date. Now I'm confused in the matter of application of that. Okay, I'm not sure who Mary Rawlings is, but she signed it. But this is for George Brockwell, and that he has become a citizen now. This one is also for George Brockwell. Let's see what we have over here. This is somebody different, okay? This says that he came from England. And court to be a citizen of the United States. So this is admitting him as a citizen of the United States. So he has already done his declaration of intention. It's not here with this one. It was at least 3 to 5 years earlier. But we find out, that's what we find out on that one. So let's go back again and see what else we find. Here are declaration of intention. And let's look at this one. Okay, again, this one has an index at the beginning in alphabetical order. I'm not going to go through all of that. Declaration of intention. Okay, and it gives the date. And this person here, he came from Germany. And he embarked on the Bremen, so he came by ship. And then here is the date, 1887, 25th of July, 1887. So you kind of get an idea. There's different records that you're going to find. Most of them are going to be a declaration of intention or when they're admitted as a citizen. Now here's a petition of naturalization. Let's look at that one. Okay, an index, yay! It's wonderful when they have an index and it tells you which page. I'm not going to find a specific person. Let's just go down here and we'll look at one of them. Okay, declaration of intention. So a declaration of naturalization or intention is basically the same thing. Now this one doesn't give quite as much. It gives his name, and he's from Norway. King of Norway. And we have the year of our independence, 120. So 128. Oh, the 6th of January of the year 1904. So 1904 is when this is taking place. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if there's anything else. Petitions of records. Okay, let's look at that one. These look like declaration of intention again. So those are basically the two things you're going to find, and I did it through the catalog. You just go to the county and see if they have any naturalization records, and then that's what you do, is just look through those. I hope this is helpful. All right, I went to Pennsylvania, Virginia, and looked up naturalization and citizenship. I looked at this one first, but we're going to look at this one first. We have a little camera with a key over it. That means it's locked. You cannot see it from home. You have to go to the Family History Library in Salt Lake or to a Family History Center at one of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint buildings. Just look it up online to find the closest one near you and try to schedule an appointment or find out what hours they are open. So hopefully that someday is open. Some of them are becoming open, but they have legal issues that they have to get resolved to open some of those records. But I want to show you this one. It says to view a digital version of this item. Notice there's no films or anything here. So you click here, and it's a book. And so it says view inside, which is definitely what I want to do. Okay, and so you can make it, I'm scrolling with my mouse, or you can do up here the plus and minus. I was sitting here trying to figure out how do I view this. They have the pages here, so there's 31 pages, and I can type in a number and go to that page. That takes me to page 4. I was like, and then there's these little arrows here, so you can go page by page using these arrows, which is the easiest. Or you can iconify it, make the thumbnail version of it, and then you could click on the page. So, Oath of Allegiance, and it just lists all the different people. And at first it's in alphabetical order, so let's go back here to the beginning. It's in alphabetical order. So I have family from this area. Let's see if I recognize any of these names. Clement, that is, some of my family is Clement. Anyways, I have Thompsons and Robertsons. Glenn, I don't know, let's see if there's a Glenn. I haven't really looked through this. No, I've worked with some of the Fitzgeralds. Dodson is a name I recognize. Anyways, so this is a book, and each of these persons took the Oath of Allegiance in 1777. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, this is the last part of this video. I went to Essex, Massachusetts. And I went to the naturalization and then clicked, and this is where it brought me. So I want to click here first. This is digital images. And then it says browse all 954,000 images. And it's not indexed. They don't give you a place to put in a name. So if I click on this, then it brings me to these different states. So let's click on Maine, and then I can go to the different counties. So this is a different way to get there. I just wanted to show you that. You can use the catalog and go there, but this shows you that they do have it, because some counties don't have the naturalization, at least not online. But this one has these online. So let's click on York. Okay, please, Alfred. Okay, I'm not sure that these all have to do with, here we go, naturalization. So petitions for naturalization, which would be the same as the Declaration of Intention. So just wanted to show you that part there. Now let me go back here. I want to show you these films. So this one starts 1850 to 1854. If we look at those. Okay, this is appears to be a Declaration of Intention. It doesn't say that. It's not the petition. It doesn't say that. But it gives the court a pleas, and it says it was being held, and it looks like Lawrence within, and foresaid this on the 22nd day of January 1851. So he's gone to court, and it's Robert, looks like Fine to me, F-I-N-E, but I might be wrong on that. He's a free white person, late of Howell. So this tells you that he's living in Howell, or okay, this is where he lived, Howell of the county of Lincolnshire, England. So that's his last residence before he came here. Okay, and his residence is in West Newbury of Essex. So this is where he lived at that point in time. He's a citizen of the Kingdom of Great Britain. Okay, and then, this is where he was born. He was born in Howell in the Kingdom of Great Britain on the 11th day of October of 1827. And he came to New York and arrived in New York on the 28th day of June in 1845. So this is a little bit different than the other ones that we were looking at. So I just wanted to show you that. Let's see, that one did not have an index, I don't think. No, I don't see an index. It just has them, but there's only 30, so you could look through all of those if you had a relative from that area. Okay, you come down here and it has 1797 to 1803, 1803 to 1807, some of these really early ones. So I was like, well, now what do they have there? So I clicked on that. Again, no index. So this are notes from people telling that they know this person and that they think that they would be a good citizen. So let me see if I can read this. To the Honorable of the Court, Common Pleas of Ipswich, within the Court of Pleas, last Tuesday of December 1803. So this is the time frame when they were coming to court, or they're bringing this to court. Humbly shews Daniel Sogg, S-A-G-S, of Salem. Okay, he's a mariner that was born in Greenock, in North Britain, under the allegiance of the King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. And he hath resided in Salem aforesaid under the protection of the United States ever since the month of August 1700, and it looks like 78. So 1778 is when he came to the United States, and his occupation of a mariner, aforesaid that he hath never any I'm not sure what that, any title or nobility. And reading, I haven't read this before, obviously, reading and writing. Anyways, I just wanted to show you this, and there is his signature. He is trying to get citizenship in 1803 to become a citizen of the United States. So there's quite a few different things you're going to find. Most of what you're going to find is the Declaration of Intention, or petition for naturalization, is basically the same thing. And this is the same type of thing, but this was 1803. And I found one on here. I'm not sure if I can find it again. This is for the Daniel Sogg. Okay. We Ebenezer something, Rudolph Ward and Samuel Inglewood, mariners, both of Salem, the county, that we are well acquainted with Daniel Sogg. So he's having to take a letter from people that knew him to verify that he has been here and that he's been working. Anyways, I hope you have fun finding naturalization records. In this case, it's one of the very early records, and they're wonderful. If you find your person, your family, your ancestor on some of these records, especially those early or those Declaration of Intention, you can find so much information about them, their birth date, and sometimes their wife, so their children will be on there. I don't think I showed you one of those, but sometimes that's on there. Anyways, happy hunting and finding your relatives in the naturalization records. Happy hunting!